Hello, in today's video I'll be showing you how you can use Entity Spawn Service for your Area 51 game. So basically Entity Spawn Service is a module that I made to use for Area 51 games if you want to make a working killer system. It works pretty well, I'd say, and I'm happy I released it, and in today's video I'll be showing you how to use it for your own game. So starting off, you have to search up Entity Spawn Service and select this one, Entity Spawn Service Community Resources in the developer forum. And then there's this entire forum on how to use Entity Spawn Service, but I prefer and I'd recommend watching this video instead. So click on Get Module, and then there should be like Get Model right over here. That should be it right over there. And then you're gonna want to open up Studio. So launch Roblox Studio. For you, it might just be just a Roblox Studio button, but I'm using Fishtrap, so yeah. Next, you're gonna want to open your game, but I'm just gonna open a base plate to showcase this. So now you're gonna want to let it load first. Okay, now you're gonna want to go right over here and enable Entity Spawn Service or get the model. So there we go. So now since you have that, you have to put it in this order. So you can either put it, so you're gonna have to create a main script first. Hold up. Name this anything you want, or you can use your current main script, but it doesn't really matter. So you're gonna want to put this in your main script, or you can put this in a modules folder in replicated service. And I'm just going to do that for the showcase. So go to your killers folder and put it right over here, server storage. And you're going to want to go back to the forum and get this code right over here. This is the main server code for the module. So just copy it and go back here and just paste it. Sorry, okay, paste it right over here. Now if you put it under your main script, then nothing has to be changed. But if you're putting it under the replicated storage in the modules folder, then just go games, get service, replicated storage, dot modules, dot killers. Perfect. Okay, so naming is going to be really tight on this, so make sure you follow it. So now we have to actually create the main area where the killer spawns. So you might already have a map folder for your map, but if you don't, then just create a map folder. Then create a killer, and then create another folder named killer spawns. This is where the killers are gonna spawn. And finally create one last folder and put this in the workspace. Name this killer, or make sure it's correct. Killer folder. Make sure okay, it's kind of hard to explain, but make sure the start of every word has a capital and the rest doesn't. So there you go. Or the start of every word. So next, in the killer spawn, okay, so we have this setup. This is where your killers are going to be parented to. Next, you're going to want to create a part, and you got to name this exactly as the killers. Oh, yeah, so basically the killers I made for the template actually have an AI that work. If you want to use my AI, then you have to add this stats for your own custom killer. You can just add your own killers right over here. But the important part is that if you want to use your own custom AI, then you want to go right over here, and this part right over here, you want to completely disable it. So you can, so there you go. So when it says return zombie, and hold on, when it says return zombie and then end, this entire part of the code, you want to delete it unless you're using my AI, because this is the AI part. So yeah. Okay. So you want to close the killers thing, and yep. So you're gonna hold on one sec. I'm gonna just make this a little larger. So now you have this working. Now you have this part right over here. So you're gonna have to create a part for how much colors you have. And make sure, this is the most important part, make sure that this test one, so test one. So if you're adding your own custom killers, so let's say I add, I don't know, Jason. This isn't Jason, it's still test one, but whatever. So it's named Jason. So if I want Jason to, quote unquote, Jason to spawn, then change part to Jason. And then it has to be exactly that, or it's not gonna work. So yep, that's how you use my service right over here. Make sure all the naming is correct, or it's just not gonna work. So I'll add another part, name this test 2, and then there we go. So I made test 2 a little faster than test 1. But yep, that's my module service. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.